So, ladies and gentlemen, it is exactly 2 o'clock here in the Netherlands. I know that you have some different time zones, but we can start. So, yesterday was a very good conference, and I received many positive replies and reactions. And today is the second day of the conference Business TRIZ Online, Spring 2022. And today there will be 6 presenters with 6 presentations, and it will take 3 hours in total. And we have a large variety of people from different countries, which is very good. There were over 100 participants who registered for the conference. And of course, we do not have all 100. Mostly people register to have access to videos, which will be recorded and distributed to those who registered for the conference next Monday. Okay, we probably will not lose our time. Every speaker has 22 minutes to present, and then 7-8 minutes to reply the questions. So each slot has 30 minutes, 20 minutes for presentation, and 10 minutes or 8 minutes for answering questions. Do you have any questions before we start? We are a small community, so this conference is conducted in the workshop mode, so everybody has access to microphone, but you're invited to put your questions to the chat. For instance, during presentation, it's very convenient to write your question to the chat window, and after the presentation is over, I will read the questions. Or when we go to the questions and answers segment, then you can use microphones. All right, let us start. And the first speaker I want to present is from China, Zhang Ting, and his presentation is titled "Use Trees to Support the Virtual Ecological Niche for Investments." Mr. Jintan, please, the screen is yours. Okay, very good.
Okay, is it works?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay. Dear Chairman Valerie and any other ladies and gentlemen, we are meeting each other in the second time. Unfortunately, we also just use videos with each other. That is a little pity, but I'm happy to see all of us. So I will introduce myself first. My name is Zhang Ting. I'm from Chongqing University of Post and Telecommunications. So as my university is in the information area, we often think about the whether there is some ways to use trees to support the digital world, as in the telecommunications areas or post areas. As for my thing, I will introduce my topic as use trees to support the virtual ecological niches for investment. So let's begin. Okay. First of all, I will introduce the concept, which is the ecological niche, and why we said we need ecological niche, and why we want to extend the ecological niche, a new ecological niche. The ecological niche, which is a general term for the environment, such as in the food chain, as we know, the trees eaten by the animals, but always always eat each other. Maybe we also know the ants eat lice, Maybe the food chains tell us we also have the sharks to eat a big fish, to eat small fish, and any others. All of this is just to show us each species has unique eco that different for others. So we always think as the people does, we always live in a different eco. Uh, as I and my university, we are not so famous university as Harvard or Harvard or any other universities, but we also have our specialists and our items for the telecommunications areas. It is our nickel. So we think that is the same in the world. In my opinion, I will talk about some of my things that is through with the animals to the human. We often have different needs. If we want to feed us with different needs, we also use different tools. As the picture shows us, we also need the ecological nickel for products to show if the vegetables to spread them all over the world. Because when we are the monkey, we often want to pitches. So we just use our hands, and the distance of our tools is very originally. We just tell each other how to use our hands or how to get pitches. That's enough. That's enough for us to live. But in the second area, we often want to eat maybe rabbits, maybe any other animals smaller than us. So we often use maybe legs to run faster, and any other skills. So we also have any other tools to fit for the skills, to fit for our needs. That's also extended for us. Our words is extended. We also have different tools or different needs. By the tools improving. At the third level, maybe we want to eat something different from the sea, not just from the land. As you know, the people's needs always bigger than bigger. Okay, so when we look at the fish, we often think whether we can use different tools to get the fish. So we make the tools, and we want to tell them how to use them, and how to get fish, and how to get different tastes. That is our different needs for the different tools. So also we have different knowledges. Maybe in the fourth level, we focus our eyes on the elephants. That is the biggest one in the world than the people. But the time we also have the bigger imaginations for our bigger life. So we want to get it, and we want to kill them. So we also have new needs. We also have new tools. We product some new tools for our elephants, and then we got success. So any other years and years, we also want to change the pitches, change the trees, change the small animals, then change the big animals' life, but either we change the lands. So we have weeds for us, maybe some potatoes and other things. So we also have different tools for our different needs. That means we have different lives. Nowadays, we also have different lives because we also fit with the big machines, big projects, and big constructions. So we also have new tools to extend our living areas and extend our need areas. In the future, maybe nowadays, we also use computers. Actually, we live in the digital world. We just use computers, connect with each other, build our world, and have our teachings, and we can do nearly everything just by the computer. So that means we also have a lot of needs in the digital world. That's the digital world for us is the virtual world. So that means we also have different virtual ecological niches for our ecological livings. That is what I think. And the next, in the classical ecological niche, we also have these pictures like this. We often use the strictest niche management for waste and tools like this picture show us that some tools in the labs, it's in the technological niche in this area. So we just build them or find them or let it make sense. That's enough. It's just for the technological tools, and they are in the labs. So when they improve themselves, they are introduced to the market. So they have the second level, that is the market niche. The market niche means some of the tools are emerging market. They start up for their marketing items, and they fit on the customers and the others. That means they change themselves to a business customers. They also have the some items of business, not like just one demo or not like just one product. It is the tools, the second level. Then when they pass the Darwin C, they also got the new life for the new social technical systems. In these technical systems, they emerging industry and they emerging our lives, maybe like toothbrush. When they have their new as a new tooth, they just like a lab product. But when they through the market niche, they are received by any other peoples or all the peoples. Then they got in the new social technical systems. That is their new life. So in this investment market, we often face labs with PE or VC to get money, to encourage scientists to make it out. And when they start up, we also have some fundings to let them to the market or make some broadcasting or make some posts for them. It's a nickel market. And they also could get a Series B or Series C to pass the Darwin C to the new social technical systems. And then they like part of the tools in our life. So finally, they also the social market. They also has the location in the social market. And then we could say by the investment, the mind with the core changing into a pen. Many years goes on, many products produced like this way. So in the investment with the PZ or VC or stand-up funding or Series B and Series C, also for the labs, for the nickel markets, for the social markets. That is their positions. But as I see, we are in the digital world. The big question for us is how do we do like the investment to 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 uh, to separate the words, separate the levels of the tools in the digital world. Uh, let us make this see these companies, for example. Let me know. Let us know. As we know, there is three systems for us. One is the Windows, and one is the Linux, and one is the Apple OS. That is why they are quite different. The Windows has large customers in the world, and the Apples with this machine all over the world. But let's pay our attention to the Linux. When the Linux stand up, they just want to have a free version for operation systems. Many fans or programmers from the world, all over the world, to improve the systems. They have the dream. They want to defend with Microsoft or defend with the Apples, but they are failed. Why? Because they just want to free. The free is the big tool for the computer world, but it's not the useful base for the business world. So when they get passed with the Darwin C, they choose a business seed funding, and they give up the freeway for the operation system. And as we know, they also have the new life, and the people want, and the people like to spend money on the maybe the free systems as Linux, and the Linux has a lot of different versions, and Linux have a new life for us. So the only topic and the only item I want to say that is we often use the statistical Nico management to analyze the West and the tools. And maybe the free is not the correct way for a product. We always want to try to let the fundings, let the investment to find the new tools in the world as in the digital world. That is our world. That is our digital world. We often use the statistical management to analyze how can we do and how can we find new tools in the digital world. Maybe how can we find the tools, the values of tools in the digital world to show them show them to the investment, such as like this. This is the airport, the digital airport. This is the intelligent hospital. That is the intelligent city. We also could have the same city in the digital world as a real world. We said one is the physical world, one is the twin world. For us, is what is our new tools in the world, and how we get the funding tools to fund new products and let them got into a successful tools in the social technical eco. Like this, we add a new level in this picture. As we know, we like the virtual ecological niche in this picture as a startup level. In the level, it also has problems, ideas, modelings, verifies like TRIZ use. TRIZ always use. So we find the TRIZ is a wonderful tools, not only for the real world, but also for the twin worlds and also for the digital world. So we add this virtual ecological niche level for the technical Nico, because we are all want to focus our minds into the thinking, just modeling in the by the computers in the data space. So we add this new level, and we want to get PE or VC to pay more attention for the problems and ideas in the virtual ecological Nico. Maybe the virtual ecological Nico has the twin words. It's very useful for the cities. Let's see this picture. This picture is the underground pipe network systems. It's in Chengdu, Sichuan province in China. That is the useful systems for the management of the city, because the city management could have tests and have their machines and have their peoples just in the digital world, just go through the underground pipes networks, and have checked the pipes and any other data tests. They are very useful, but they also not need any other machines. Just use computers. That is true. That is just we can do in the virtual economical Nico. That's in these areas. So for us, and why not we make the PE or VC pay more attention in the virtual ecological Nicos? That is the questions for us. So we think about it, and we want to tell us like we need a new ecological Nico to fit for the digital world. What is the digital world, and what's the means the information technical? That's three important ways to let us know the informations. One is the connecting. The information help us to connect each other, so everyone could get into the network. Maybe from all the locations all over the world, all over the earth, anyone could connecting. That is the useful information and technical to bring them to us, especially in the 5G, 5th generation telecommunications or 6th generation telecommunications. That is the main target for us to connecting. So as we know, we also have a TEMPA number. That is show us one person could get at last 115 people all over us. That is the topic connecting. But when we use the information technique, we just could connect hundreds or millions people with information technique. That is the new word. So we can connect everyone. And the second feature, that is the computing. So anytime anything could get computing in the world. So we use cloud computing. We stand here, just have the conference, and also we product data. The information technique could computing the data all over the time. So anyone, anytime, anywhere is 3 A's for the telecommunications. That is the big features for us. So the third feature, that is being online. Everything could online because everything could get their IP address. So when we have these three part of the main feature of the information technique, that is means we also have the twin cities, and we also have the digital world all over us many times. So what is the useful tools from the TRIZ to establish the virtual ecological Nico? one the useful tools for us is to help out the thinking. That is multi-screen analysis. As we know, because we have the digital words as the super system, and we have the twin words in the correct systems, and we also have the data elements in the future systems. So when the items is changed, so we change the super systems, we change the elements, we also change the operations. As we know, the multi-screen analysis is a useful ones for us to help us to thinking everything, and thinking how do we use and how do we find the new tools and the new technique in the virtual ecological niche. Another tools from us is to let us to further investments to face the village of the disillusionment. Disillusionment that is in here. Let me see. Okay, it's here. So we have the valley of death from the technical nickel to the market nickel, and to the market nickel we also to the new social technique systems. We also have diving thing. They are the most dangerous for the new tools and the new products to have their lives to continue. As we know, we also design a new village, a new locations for the virtual ecological nickel to the technical nickel that has village of disillusionment. Sorry, the word is a little different for me, a little difficult for me. So we also want to find some tools to face the value of the valley, to face the valley of disillusionment. That is, we want to separate the general ideas and the business ideas. That is, we often use the main rules. They have a value proposition for critical mass of addressable clients. That is the business value. It is very useful for the investment, and it is quite item for the investment to pay attention to the virtual ecological nickels. There is any other tools for us to using virtual ecological nickels. That is, one is the flying analysis, because as we know, the data, the information means the data. The data, like the data spread like the flowing items. So we found data provide objects is quite useful and product because they have values. They have business values for the addressable clients. So we often could use the flying analysis. And the other way, we often use creative thinking, and we often use the new tools for all the creative thinking as the small smart people, because we have to fit to many other informations. Many informations are built with data. The main data like the frontal principles. That is maybe the 20% data. They also shows the 18% informations. So for us, we just want to separate the main data from the as a small people from the all the peoples. So that is quite useful to our creative thinkings in the virtual ecological eco. There is also the important nickel that is the digital living products that is will be found in the new nickels, like the methosis. As we know, we have the real all of us in the world, but we also have the data peoples in the virtual world. So maybe we can find the business ideas, and maybe we can find the useful products for our digital ID. Okay.
Mr. Zhang,
We also use.
Mr. Zhang, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute.
Okay. Sorry. Just 2 slides. Okay, the TRIZ can be useful in the junior investments, that is the benchmarking analysis, that is the data modeling products we often use, and the NFTs businesses, like single with any other people who passed away from for many years, and maybe we can show them in the museums to the ice curve analysis to help us to know whether it is useful and whether it is values. So that is my opinions. We let a short seminary, that is we need a virtual ecological for update the statement management as the digital world. And the second one is we need the tools in the virtual ecological to improve the value of the data computing processes and the products. So the third one is the TRIZ tools can be useful to analyze the business value of the data elements in the virtual ecological for investments. Of course, that is not quite correct for me. So I need more ideas to update the TRIZ using in the digital areas. So okay. That is all my presentation, and thank you everyone. Nice to meet you again. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Zhang Ting. And definitely, we are completely moving to digital world and create digital twins of everything. And once such a library or repository of digital twins is available, then we can easily model and test our hypothesis on the best investments. That's no doubt. Well, unfortunately, the run is timing out. I just want to ask one question. What is the difference between a market niche and social technical niche? In
this
yeah, this is market niche and social technical niche.
Okay. That's quite important. Thank you for your questions. That is quite important. That when the market niche, we often talk about the products.
Right.
The products could be sell and could be buy, just have their value of the maybe of the price. So when they put into the new social technical systems, that is means the product become how do I say, become items that we couldn't live away from it. So we put a mobile phone as an example. The mobile phone from the in the past, the mobile phone, we often use a mobile phone to connect each other. That is quite using of the mobile phone. And the mobile phone is this time the mobile phone is in the market nickel. But in these days, we couldn't leave mobile phone maybe 1 minute That is our organs. That is our maybe our legs or arms. So we say the mobile phone is set into a new social technical systems.
Okay, okay.
That,
So
that, that,
we
that is
cannot
my
survive without it. Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. Very interesting presentation. And ladies and gentlemen, please, if you have a question to Mr. Zhang Ting, put them in a chat window. So we will address them later. Oh, by the way, just the latest comment. I recently saw a recent picture of Linus Torvalds. Linus Torvalds, the inventor of Linux system. And he was sitting with a Mac OS, with iMac. And the correspondent asked him, why do you use Mac OS? Because you invented Linux. And he said, oh, just more convenient.